Hey everybody, it's Cindy Matalucci, your host of The Pulse. Thanks for tuning in to Live with Cindy. We have such a fabulous show for you today. It's February 2nd. It's Groundhog's Day, although it's never Groundhog's Day at The Pulse because we are always keeping you on your toes and we are always bringing you different things because we want to make sure it's always interesting and fun. This year, it's all about elevating our businesses and the people around us in our community. So we are going to be bringing you a series of fabulous shows for the year, and I'm so excited about that. If you have a story, if you want to be on the show, you've got some exposure that you want to get out there for your business, please contact us at the Pulse SD on social media handles or thepulsesd.com on our website. Share your information, your story with us, and we will try to find out how to get you as a guest on our show. So I also want to do a shout out to my makeup and hair artist, Cindy Stirling. She's fabulous. She's going to be doing all of the makeup and the hair for our guests on the show, as well as myself, and keeping me glam. It takes a village, let me tell you. So CindyStirling.com, you can actually hire her and book her. She's fabulous. So she'll be on the show showing trends and things like that as well. So thank you, Cindy. Mwah. Okay, so we've got an action-packed show. I don't want to take any time away from my fabulous guest today. We are doing our first panel discussion. I've got Scott Silverman, CEO of Confidential Recovery. I've got Dr. Ronit Lev, full-time emergency physician at Scripps Mercy Hospital, Chief of Emergency Department. How are you?
Great to be here. How's my makeup, by the way?
You don't need makeup.
Okay, that's why they came early and left early, I can tell.
So I'm so honored to have you guys here. When we talked about getting you on here, talking about the topic that we're going to be talking about today, which we're going to dive into pretty quickly for time. But I've had Scott on the show before. I was honored to bring him back. He's got a history of helping people and winning numerous awards for community achievement, but he's really living and breathing, helping people make a positive change in their lives. He is the author of Tell Me No, I Dare You, which I love, a guide for living a heroic life. So he does a lot. So I would just love for you to kind of introduce yourself to the viewers and just tell them a little bit about your passion for what you do.
Yeah, well, first of all, thanks for letting us come in today and talk, and it's just great to be here with Dr. Lev and be able to, to let the community know that, this stigma around substance abuse continues to grow and needs to be diminished, and to help create systemic change, and to be able to sit here in this kind of a public venue and talk about it is just awesome. I grew up here in San Diego, and my everyday passion is to get up and try to find ways to help others get better, and my focus is around substance abuse and access to substance abuse treatment, and find ways to get families engaged, ask for help, and make a phone call. And, obviously we'd love to have them come see us, but if they can't see us, they'll see somebody. But if you've got a family member who's got a problem around addiction or some sort of issue with that, or behavioral health, make a phone call. This isn't like a broken tire and you go on YouTube and you figure out how to fix it. This is complicated, and you need to seek the expertise of others to try to find ways to get them into help. And that's why I'm here today to talk about that.
Well, we love that. We want to make a difference in everybody's lives. So if you guys have questions, let us know. We will be possibly taking questions as well. And then Dr. Lev, I was so honored to have her here. I mean, she has just got such an amazing career. In 2012, she established the San Diego and Imperial County Prescription Drug Abuse Medical Task Force. The goal was reducing deaths from prescription drugs. So I mean, it just goes on, the accolades and the things that you've been doing, but I thought maybe you could just give us a little history of your passion for what you do.
Yeah, thank you so much for inviting me to your show. The opioid epidemic is ravaging families across America and here in San Diego. In San Diego, we lose 254 people a year by accidental overdose. These are people who didn't mean to take it, they just took their prescriptions and just didn't wake up. So we've been really working hard on solutions. And as an emergency physician, my job is to keep people alive. If someone dies, it's a failure and something that I never get used to. So when I went to the medical examiner's office to study why are people dying, I saw page after page, prescription after prescription of failures. And I called those the death diaries. And we're really working to end the epidemic, and I think that we can do so.
I know, and I love my stats. You guys know this. So 15% of the population suffers from addiction. I mean, that's huge. We don't really think about it. Chronic pain issues are huge in our nation. 1 in 10 Americans suffer from chronic pain, which is one of the reasons people go in and they get prescriptions. And then the opioid epidemic, it results in over 100 daily overdose deaths in the country. And a lot of it is the inappropriate prescribing, or the fact that, they're going in and it's going from getting a prescription drug to leading to getting drugs, in an addiction or having an addiction to the drugs. So I guess, Scott, what I wanted to talk about as we start diving into this is, what can you do, right? Are there warning signs, number one, that we should be looking for?
We see, it's a great question, because the families always ask, how do you know, and the one I like is, how do you know if the person in your family is lying to you? And my attitude is, if their lips are moving, more than likely they are. And if you see someone's behavior change, you see a weight loss change, I'm not a clinician, I'm not a doctor, but when someone's sitting in their room and their behavior is shifted and they're angry, they're not sleeping well, or they're spending more time out of the house, or you're seeing a group of new people all of a sudden coming into their life, engage yourself in your children's life, if you will, and ask questions, but do it in a way where you're not necessarily on a fact-finding mission. You don't have them at a table handcuffed and you're trying to grill them and drill them, because all that does is, in my opinion, educates them to know they need to hide what they're doing even more. So, you ask a question, but my suggestion always is share your feelings. I'm scared. I see you come home late at night. I'm uncomfortable. What can I do to help you? How can I support you? And before you even go there, you maybe go online and you look up symptoms and also alternatives to that, maybe ways to get help. Call me directly. That can be done. Or text me. Go online. If I can help, part of what I do is crisis coaching, and I get referrals from all over the community. I'm happy to do what I can to guide you. Obviously, we'd love to see you come to Confidential Recovery. We're an outpatient program working with a lot of different people on substance abuse and addiction. But if you have a family member, and I talk to people all over the country, I help guide them and answer the questions, because if you don't know how to deal with this, it's not something you can do organically because you love your children. There's certain tools, there's certain techniques, just like in the emergency room, there's certain protocols, and those are the kind of things, if I can't do them, I'll make the appropriate referral and suggestion.
Well, we have the website up for confidentialrecovery.com. We have the phone number, so we'll also have links on our site to everything so that you can get to Scott as a resource if you need that, which is what we want you to do. The other thing is, the opioid epidemic, everything that's going on, that's obviously huge. It's affected everyone. I know there was 3 people I lost last year to this. I know it's out there, it's affecting everyone. And I know that a lot of this starts from getting a prescription. So maybe, Dr. Lev, you could talk a little bit about that. Are we in a culture of over-prescribing? What are we going to do? Because I know things are changing, too, in the healthcare system.
We do have a pill-happy society. This is an American problem. We consume 90% of the hydrocodone in the world, and we're only 5% of the population. But the medical community are also victims. Physicians are victims of this epidemic because we've been misled. When I started my training here at UCSD, I was the first class of emergency medicine, and we were told that we're not doing enough for pain. We were taught that we shouldn't judge someone else's pain, and we were taught that you don't get addicted if you take pain medications for a legitimate cause. And that was wrong. And we have to remember that these medications were initially designed for cancer and end of life. And overnight, we removed barriers that allowed any doctor to prescribe any medicine at any strength for any condition. We used to have barriers, and there was a lot of political and legal pressure on the medical community to prescribe. We passed legislation, we mandated education, and that's what got us into this mess. And now we need to go back to a normal situation. There is a role for pain medications, but for most conditions and for most Americans, you don't really need a pill, and if you do, over-the-counter medications work great. So for example, one study showed for extracted wisdom teeth, painful condition, Tylenol and Motrin over-the-counter works better than hydrocodone.
Right, because I got Vicodin, is that right? When I got my wisdom teeth out, so it's like...
Yeah, Vicodin's hydrocodone.
Yeah, okay, perfect.
And how many pills did you get, Cindy?
Too many, I think.
Probably only a 2-month supply.
Like, I don't know, a month's supply or something, but it made me feel sick right away, so I didn't take it, but I can see how it could be addictive and it could start. Well, are they going to be changing the system on how the prescription process works in the healthcare system?
Well, we're making slow strides in re-educating, the safety, because we've been taught one thing and it's wrong, and so to redo education is hard. Mm-hmm. And there's a focus on the whole nation on this epidemic, because it is probably not just you, but probably everyone in your audience knows somebody who died from this epidemic, either a neighbor, a friend, or someone.
Well, and also I know that you you did the program on safe prescribing in the ER department, and it won the 2014 National Association of Counties Award. So I know you're living and breathing what you're doing, and we really appreciate that. And I think, Scott, maybe you can help kind of recap to the viewers what we want to do today is really, we want to know that there is help, right? There is hope for what's going on.
There is hope and there is help, absolutely. And if you look online, there's lots of different ways to get it and access it. And you can do it through your faith-based. You can do it through your MD, your primary doctor. You can reach out to friends and families who had experience with it. There's support groups all over the internet. But one of the things I want to point out is, in 2016, 264, I know you love statistics, 264 million prescriptions were written for opiates in this country. 264 million. And a lot of those medications are still sitting in medicine cabinets. So, and we heard at the State of the Union address the other night, and it's not a political statement, our president mentioned, the opiate issue, spent, according to the Huffington Post, 49 seconds on it. So clearly, the federal government is not going to come save us. Mm-hmm. So as a community, San Diego specifically, I think, because we have 3.3 million people here, you mentioned 15% have an issue, but what's fascinating is only 10% of those will seek help. And what's even more interesting is those people who have the issue, the person who is impaired leaving their home each day, according to statistics, impacts 7 people negatively, whether it's on the road, at work, performance-wise, family-wise, attitude or behavior. So 85% of our community should have a heightened awareness that if this is going on, don't wait to get to the emergency room. Take some positive action, get on the phone, make a phone call. There is hope and there is help.
Well, we really appreciate it. We have links to the website, confidentialrecovery.com, 619-452-1200 phone number. Scott is a great resource. I want to thank you both for being on the show today. We're going to do part 2 because this is just phenomenal and we need more time to tap into this. So thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Cindy.
This is awesome.
Thank you. And you guys, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. We are going to show you a red carpet interview we did with Heather Graham at San Diego Film Festival. And then we are back with Allison Baver. So we'll see you in a second. Hi. Heather, I'm Cindy.
Hey, hi.
I've loved you since Boogie Nights.
Thank you so much.
And you look amazing. I don't know what you're doing, but sign me up.
That's really nice. You look amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So you're getting the Virtuoso Award. Mm-hmm. You've had such a great career. I mean, I know you're working on the Menendez family now.
Yeah.
That's something new and exciting. How is that going?
It's really fun. It's so exciting to get to work with Edie Falco. She's amazing, and all the actors are great, and it's a really well-written, interesting story. It's one of those stories where truth is stranger than fiction.
I'm so excited. Well, I've seen the wigs and the clothes too.
Yeah,
it's got to be
very
interesting.
80s. There's a lot of shoulder pads happening. It's really pretty ugly clothing that we wear.
Well, and you have really wanted to get stories out there for women.
Yeah.
So I know you wrote a new movie. You produced it, directed it. Talk to us a little bit about that and what we can expect from that.
Yeah, well, it's called Half Magic, and I wrote and directed it, and I act in it, and I'm so excited to. It's coming at the beginning of next year. It's a total girl power movie. It's a sex comedy, and I think it's really funny, hopefully for men too.
Well, and it's based on bad experiences of dating, right?
Yeah, bad dating, and some of my personal bad dating experiences and my friends' bad dating experiences. So.
And Molly Shannon, right?
Yeah, Molly Shannon's in it. A lot of really funny people: Chris D'Elia, Angela Kinsey, Stephanie Beatriz, Tom Lennon, Jason Lewis. Awesome people.
Well, congratulations on your success. Thank you for talking with us, and have fun tonight.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Can
nice.
we get a photo?
Sure.
Hey everybody, it's Cindy Matalucci, your host of The Pulse. I'm so excited to announce my new makeup artist and glam squad, Cindy Stirling.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my God, she is awesome. She has 16 years of experience in the makeup industry. She's phenomenal. We've done some trials together. We love working together. So she's going to be doing my makeup for the TV show and my hair for the TV show and some of our live shows. So basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be elevating and bringing some fun stuff to you with makeup and trends. So we're going to be talking about trends that are happening in the makeup industry. We're ready, we're live. And then we're just going to look at the center cameras. Don't even worry, whatever. You ready? Hey everybody, I'm your host Cindy Matalucci with The Pulse. Welcome back to our show. We have such a fabulous show for you today. I am here, I'm so excited to have Allison Baver with me today, retired Olympic athlete, fashion designer, model, television personality, philanthropist. She does it all. How are you?
Thank you so much for bringing me on. It's so exciting to see you because I think we met at Sundance like forever ago.
I think it was like 5 years. Was it like 5 years ago?
I think so, yes.
We met at Sundance. We hit it off. We wanted to do stuff together. We've kind of kept in touch through social media. I've followed her and all the amazing things that she's doing because she's just doing so many amazing things. I can't keep up with you.
So sweet of you. Thank you.
But I want to talk about the fact that you had such a great career as an Olympian, 3-time Olympian. You made one of the biggest comebacks in sports after breaking your leg in 2009 and then went on to win an Olympic bronze medal in short track speed skating, which is only like a year later. So you just had such an amazing career. How does it feel to be retired, though, and getting into the fashion industry?
Thank you very much. I have to say I'm very thankful and blessed with my Olympic career. It was a ton of fun. Looking back, through those tough struggles and workouts and, all those leg days, it kind of feels good to be retired. So I get to go to the gym now and do whatever I want. It's a big freedom release for me as an athlete to be able to go to the gym and not have to adhere to a strict regime or anything like that. But amazing career. I'm very, very blessed to have the opportunity to perform for the USA 3 times. And, the excitement of my Olympic career was breaking my leg a year before the Vancouver Olympic Games. I shattered it while competing in Sofia, Bulgaria. And I really thought my career was over. Everybody did. But was able to, push harder than I ever did in my life and stood on the podium with the ladies relay team in the 3,000 meter and won the bronze. So that was an amazing opportunity to, represent Team USA. So now I'm retired and working on developing my fashion business. So my mother's a seamstress.
That's what I was going to say. Your mother was a seamstress, so it's not really that foreign to you, the fashion.
No, as a young girl, I grew up literally playing in like underneath wedding dresses and stuff because my mom was a bridal seamstress, and she would make my little skating shorts and she'd let me pick out all the fabrics, and it's like, if you want to wear that, Allison, sure, I'll make you some. It's a little wild and crazy, but as a little girl, she would let me find fashion uniquely my own and really inspired me to pursue that throughout my career as an athlete. But while I was competing, I always felt very disempowered as a female using duffel bags and all these, at the time, my first Olympics, Nike gave us men's extra, extra, extra small. So it was...
So not a lot of options, right?
No, I mean, talk about, the world we're living in now where it's like girl power. I had to be like, can we get some sports bras over here? So it was... they were an amazing sponsor of mine, and we worked really well together, but fashion in sports has evolved tremendously, and I don't think it's reached its limit yet, at least if I have anything to do with it.
Well, so that was pretty much an inspiration for you, too, then, to create a
Yes.
line, because I know with your line, and I know we're going to show, we have a model here, and we're going to be showing the line, we have Lisa, but your styles, what I think is so great is the construction and the quality, right? Because that was huge for you.
Yes, really big, because as an athlete, I just had to make sure it was the best, and I worked really hard on that, and I kind of picked one of the hardest things to start on, and I've been working on designing a luxury gym bag for almost 3 years now. So, but it was like, okay, what's the hardest part of activewear? It's sports bras. Mm-hmm. And let me get that down, because women are picky. We know they're picky, but we also want to make sure that when we're working out, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know. You don't have to tell me. We know. Well, and then the thing that I wanted to talk about, and maybe we can kind of showcase Lisa and show the look.
That would be great.
Because it's all about elevating your confidence. So your message, I love, too.
Thank you.
It's more than just like, oh, yeah, you can look as skinny as you want. That's not what it's about. It's looking the best that you can look.
Yes, and that really ties back to my childhood and being with my mom at the bridal salon and having her say, oh, here comes the bride. Watch what happens when she puts on that dress. So it really showed me how fashion can really transform your confidence and empower you. And I used that in skating, even in my modeling career. When I was with Wilhelmina Models New York, I the president of the company one day, he's like, Allison, I want you to say, I love you in the mirror. And I bet you it will help your skating.
Oh, I love
and
that.
I'm like, that's weird. I'm not going to do that. But I ended up doing it. And actually the days that I would do that in the morning before practice, like a normal practice, even when you're used to the routine and you're like, okay, like I'm on my way to training, got to pump the music to get motivated. It really helped. So I know how much that confidence can empower you in many different aspects of your life. So when I was looking at why I wanted to start the brand, it was much more than just fashion, and it's definitely in my blood, but I wanted to create designs that were luxurious, stylish, simple with a hint of sass. That sass is what was kind of missing as from the empowerment perspective. So that's what I did with all of my designs.
Well, let's show Lisa. So Lisa's in one. I absolutely love this.
Yeah,
Can you talk us through this?
I would love to. Yeah, so this is called the Victory Collection. And the reason why I love it is because if you turn around, I designed a stylized waistband to kind of accentuate her curves. And as a speed skater, we're kind of known for our booties. And I know how important that is when you're doing squats for Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of important to get the really good photo. So no, but the crisscross strap was important. That gives it a little bit more support. And it really kind of matches and really ties all together. But the white, I decided to go white, which is bold. Mm-hmm. And I did that because I really wanted it to be bold and for women to be confident in that way and to kind of highlight the woman's body. So it looks really good. And then I kind of went a little crazy with the logo. And I did a glitter gold, which I had to really fight with the factory to get. I'm like, you can do it. I know you can do it.
I love it.
And you can scratch it a million times, put it in the wash, and it's not going to come off. So now if you turn around, there are push-up pads in here that are removable, that are washable, that are very high performance. And then I made the cut of the sports bra. It took me a long time to actually get the sports bra down, because I was kind of changing it by a little bit here and there, like 3 millimeters or something. And the factory's like, that's not going to matter. That's not going to matter. I'm like, you know what? It does. So I've gotten this, and we had a few BioBar boutique events, and really a lot of support for you when you're working out and stuff, but you can still look sexy. And yeah, the fabric is a luxury fabric. It's light compression. That was important for me as an athlete. I really wanted it to perform, but I also wanted it to be luxurious and sexy and feel a certain way. So since we are in it almost all day now, right? We're going from one thing to the next, and you want it to be comfortable, like uber comfortable, that you could like fall asleep in it. So that's what I designed, and it has a gusset, and it looks really, really fabulous on Lisa. So that makes me excited.
Yes. Well, and tell everybody where to get their hands on your line.
Yeah, well, you can go to my website, AllisonBaver.com. We are in select stores, and right now we have the Victory Collection. We also have the Flawless Collection, which is more stylish, kind of bright. It's really popular with the cheerleaders, dancers, gymnasts. This offers, once again, like that little bit of sexiness, but not too much, that like just hint of sexy, hint of sass. That's a luxury print, and I really wanted to go a little wild with it. But it has a high waistband, and then the inside of the leg actually has a little sexy racing stripe on it to give that little sporty flair. Oh yeah, you're gonna look hot in these, Chica. We're gonna.
I love this. I know, and that's what I love about it is the luxuriousness of it.
Thank you.
And so real quick, because I know we're running out of time, so AllisonBaver.com, you can follow all the things that you're doing, because she's doing so many things. Tell us your Instagram. They can
you guys can all follow me at AllisonBaver.com and find me on Instagram at Allison Baver. I'm everywhere at Allison Baver, so kind of keeping it simple.
And we have a link to everything that's happening on our website as well. She's also a philanthropist. OffTheIce.org is something that she's passionate about as well. So
Yes.
I know that that's something that we would love for you guys. If you're interested in that, how can people get involved?
Yeah, well, we just actually had a really cool thing going on at the Super Bowl. We auctioned off tickets to Lee Steinberg's charity event. It's a really big party at the Super Bowl. So we're always looking for those integrated ways to stay connected in sport. So you can go to offtheice.org. We have camps for power skating for hockey, and it's all about empowering kids to be ambitious and follow their goals in life. And now we're doing the same with our fashion company and empowering women. So please get involved. Check out our website at AllisonBaver.com and offtheice.org.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank
so
you,
great
Cindy.
to have you
It's
guys
so
here.
exciting. Thank you.
We'll be following her. She'll be back on the show again, and we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, it's going to be BioBar. We're going to do some vitamin shots. We'll see you in a minute.
Yummy. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Cindy Matalucci, the creator and founder of The Pulse. The Pulse is a full-service media-for-hire video marketing company. We specialize in producing interview-style stories through video. We tell your story in a fun, hip, creative way. We have 4 facets of our business, and all create a major buzz for you. We do event coverage, capturing the essence of your event with professional photos and video. We do video production, whether it's a brand video for you or a series of videos showcasing what you do. We bring potential clients inside your business and showcase how unique you are. We also do TV segments and live segments, which can help you tap into 895,000 hyper-local viewers. Hi, I'm Cindy Matalucci, the creator and founder of The Pulse. The Pulse is a full-service media-for-hire video marketing company. We specialize in producing interview-style stories through video. We tell your story in a fun, hip, creative way. We have 4 facets of our business, and all create a major buzz for you. We do event coverage, capturing the essence of your event with professional photos and video. We do video production, whether it's a brand video for you or a series of videos showcasing what you do. We bring potential clients inside your business and showcase how unique you are. We also do TV segments and live segments, which can help you tap into 895,000 hyper-local viewers, as well as the organic, authentic influence from the Pulse fans and viewers. The last facet of our business is creating a buzz through social media and event promotion. Our engagement is 64% and our influence is 100. I look forward to reigniting and elevating the Pulse and your brand. Are we live?
You know, I figure it'll be more relative. This is,
What kind of
it's like a,
So when
it's
you
like a
administer the
neoprene, like
shots,
foam
we have him
feel.
walk over. Yeah, walk around. Can he walk around the front for live shot? So I'm gonna he's gonna administer a B12 shot for her. Can he walk in front? Okay. Just want to make sure. Do we need this?
Really?
Oh, this is cute. Let's see
Segments
shot.
go on.
Do we turn it on? Is it on?
It's on.
Okay.
Can you see it?
You ready? Hey everybody, it's your host Cindy Matalucci. We are back from our commercial break. I am so excited. We are doing shots, vitamin shots that is. We are taking our wellness up to the next level and elevating. So I have JD Locke, Marketing Director, and Dr. Orion, founder of BioBar.
Thanks for having us.
How are you?
Doing well.
So glad that you guys are here today. I'm such a fan. I was just able to do an event with these guys and was just blown away with the whole pop-up bar, the whole idea of it, and just the history of everything. So before we kind of get started, we're going to demo some shots today. But before we get started, can you talk a little bit to us about your background? Because I know that you earned your doctorate in naturopathic medicine from Southwest College of Naturopathic Medicine.
I did. Back in 2011, went to school in undergrad intending to go into pediatric cardiology. And some things shifted and found a niche market and trying to fulfill people from a wellness perspective rather than a disease perspective. So prevention.
But you have your own place too, your own center as well.
Yeah, so I started Orion Wellness about 3 years ago up in Carlsbad, and it is our core unit location for the BioBar. In addition to that, we do pop-up events throughout the community, events at gyms, spas, hotels, pop-up events for races and things like that. So.
Well, and I think it's so great too, the whole pop-up idea of bringing wellness to people. I think it's so important, especially with what's going on with our community, and everybody needs wellness, right? So talk to the viewers and kind of educate them a little bit about what BioBar is and sort of what you guys offer.
Okay, so BioBar I started as a kind of twofold business opportunity to introduce naturopathic medicine to the general population, to make them more aware about things that they could do for prevention, using injectable micronutrition as the primary treatment, right? So the second thing was to give an opportunity to naturopathic doctors coming out of school to market themselves and build a practice with the intention of getting people off of everything and being preventive, right? So food, water, sleep, relationships, and exercise. And these are a tool to help people get them to a point where they can achieve health that way. So,
well, yeah, it's interesting because we were talking about that with one of our first guests about people like going out and getting prescriptions and pain and doing all this stuff. So you guys are really helping, take that out, because it's like you're offering a real healthy homeopathic natural alternative.
That is the goal, is try to get people off of all the prescriptions. Now, prescriptions do have a place, and they are appropriate in the right situation for the right person at the right time. But with injectable micronutrition, everybody needs to have their vitamins and their minerals functioning at an optimal level so we can run all the enzymes and have metabolism. So you get your body working for you instead of working against you.
Well, and tell the viewers, what is it that you can expect? So when you do a pop-up bar, they come in, what can they get?
Okay, so everything starts with a base of B12, and we use the activated methylcobalamin form. Many people have genetic anomalies that prevent them from activating the vitamins. So if you just take a B12 or you inject regular cyanocobalamin, you might not be able to get the same benefit from it.
Okay.
So what we try to do is ideally test through a blood test, identify what your micronutrient deficiencies are, and then target those with customized shots for you as an individual.
Okay, so shots, I think they're so cool. I mean, you guys have some great names for these shots too. What would you say your most popular is? And then also you do the IVs. Like I know you have like the superhero IV, which I'm like, sign me up for that. I want that one. Right? I want to be a superhero every day.
Right.
But I mean, how do you come up with this? And how is it, I don't know, tell us a little bit about the IVs and everything else that you do.
Well, it was a bit of a team effort. I was introduced to IV therapy in medical school, study hard, party hard, and recovery, that kind of a thing.
Detox?
Detox, exactly. Detox and then retox and then detox. But we ended up finding that it was very effective in my experience in the drug and alcohol recovery population, where you have people that are dehydrated, that are micronutrient depleted, they aren't eating a healthy diet. And so this was a way to get quick response, lots of energy, lots of metabolism going right off the bat, and then transition them to that healthy lifestyle. So the IVs are compounded and the shots are compounded for specific needs, immune support, energy production, based on the micronutrients that are present, but we can always customize them for someone as an individual.
Well, that's what I was going to say, because I just got a shot from you guys the other night at an event, and they customized that for me. So they did the bulletproof. It's now called the Pulse.
Right.
You want your pulse right now. So it was the bulletproof shot, but I didn't want to be up because of the B12 and some of the B. So I was like, and I have trouble sleeping. So they put taurine. Dr. Christensen put
magnesium.
Yes, and I was so relaxed. Within 30 minutes, I was like, oh, I felt so good. So I love the customized perspective, and maybe what you could do, because I think we're going to have Lisa, you're going to give a shot to Lisa. Maybe you guys could talk to us a little bit about maybe your popular shots and why we're doing that.
Sure.
You
want to get ready? You get shot ready?
Yeah,
Lisa's
go
going to
for
get,
it.
so what are we doing with Lisa today?
With Lisa, we're just doing our base B12 shot, which is kind of the base for all of our shots. It's all built on the backbone of B12, as it is one of the most common micronutrients, and it's important for energy and metabolism. So we add to that B-complex or magnesium, and this shot today is just the B12 as a base. And we've already talked about everything in advance of this for what she could expect following this.
But that was great. And so what, he's going to be giving her the shot, but basically he sits down, he talks to her, he figures out what she's looking for. So that's what I love about it being so customized. So JD, tell us a little bit while he's getting ready. What would you say your most popular
I think the
shot is?
bulletproof, which is our immune builder. Everyone, with all the crazy flu stuff happening out there, we really like helping people build up their immune system. So our bulletproof is huge, and we also are, doctor, come over this way.
Well, and you guys have, they have like a love shot that you guys kind of come up with different shots during the time of year. But okay, so we're going to show you how easy it is to get a shot. It's just so easy. I love this.
So I'm gonna just
And I was
lower a
surprised
little
there's no
bit
pain
here.
either.
So we can get
Yeah,
down to the top
our
side.
needle gauges are so tiny. It's funny because a lot of times when we are
Let's come over here.
loading the shots in, you will see that the needle, but that's actually not the
Hand
shot that
here.
we give it in. We replace the needle with a much smaller gauge, so
Oh.
you're right, you barely feel it.
I didn't feel mine at all when I got mine. Yay! So she's getting her B12, and then can you tell us like how quickly will she see the results of this?
It depends. I mean, everybody's different, but usually I think a lot of people right away will feel a little bit of a brighter, kind of, ooh, that feels good right away. So it just depends. Everybody's different, but I'm sure she'll feel it right away.
And then is it always in the bum?
We do.
No good, no problem.
We do. Some of our shots are in the arm. It just depends on the size of the shot.
Okay.
As a woman, I
No.
prefer doing the glute shots just because
Yeah,
there's a
and not
little
on
more
your arm,
mass
so
there.
there's no bruise or anything, right?
Yeah,
on the
in the
arm?
glute is the largest muscle for us to inject, and therefore it's the most comfortable with the least amount of pain and the least amount of show, right? So if you can get it in the thigh or the glute, that's the best.
Well, okay, so you guys have been so great too because you're going to offer a promo code to our viewers, which we're really excited about. So the Pulse SD, and you guys are going to do $5 off.
Yes.
Bulletproof.
Yes.
Anything.
Yeah, and actually all shots. So
Really?
$5 off. So it's actually more than 20% off. So it's going to be great for all the viewers. So get your shots. You can find us on MindBody software for those that use that. It's awesome. It's easy. You can look and see our locations where we're located and come and get your shot either at one of our pop-up locations or plugged in Orion Wellness.
And it's biobar.net.
It's
Right.
gobiobar.com.
GoBiobar.com. Everything will direct there.
Okay, gobiobar.com. Thank you. So go there. We'll have a link to everything on our website as well as the promo code. Obviously, that we're so excited you guys were offering that. Thank you so much. And then you guys also do supplements, right?
We do have supplements, so
Okay.
the idea is to transition from injectables into supplements and into nutrition.
Okay, good. So you're starting out. You come in. You kind of get an immediate
Get replenished.
result, get replenished, which is what you need to do first. And then from there, there's a program for you to be on.
Absolutely, and that can be customized by one of our naturopathic doctors.
We love it. Well, what are you guys waiting for? Get your shots, get your stuff done. So I'm going to do one too before I leave today. So thank you guys so much again. Check out everything on the website. We're so happy to have you guys here today. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It's good to be here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We'll see you guys next time when we put our finger on the pulse of San Diego. Bye.